the U.S.-Qatar Defense Partnership, reviewed opportunities to enhance defense cooperation, and discussed regional security developments. The Secretary emphasized the Department's commitment to regional de-escalation through deterrence and diplomacy, including through U.S. efforts to support implementation of the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, uphold the enduring defeat of ISIS, and degrade Houthi military capabilities, jeopardizing the free flow of commerce in the Red Sea. He further reinforced the urgent need to secure the release of all hostages held by Hamas and achieve a ceasefire in Gaza. The readout of the call is now available on defense.gov. Also, yesterday, U.S. Central Command forces conducted a precision airstrike against a key command and control facility operated by Iran-backed Houthis within Houthi-controlled territory in Sana'a, Yemen, per U.S. centrals in the southern Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The strike reflects CENTCOM's ongoing commitment to protect U.S. and coalition personnel, regional partners, and international shipping. I would refer you to U.S. Central Command for further questions. Finally, a quick update on the transition process. Yesterday, the department's transition director, Ms. Jennifer Walsh, and representatives from the Office of the General Counsel, Washington Headquarters Services Security Office, and the DoD Transition Task Force met with 11 members of President-elect Trump's Agency Review Team, or ART, here in the Pentagon. In accordance with standard practice, the ART members signed non-disclosure agreements and discussed security procedures, including information security and next steps for transition efforts. DoD officials also showed the ART members dedicated office spaces here in the Pentagon that have been reserved for their use. For specific questions about the ART team, I would refer you to the President-elect's transition team. We'll continue to provide.
Okay. All right, everybody. Hi. Howdy and aloha. James Montauk. Oh, I forgot to turn that. Fuck it. Who cares about that light? All right, so they left it up. And from what I can ascertain, it's very simple. It's very simple. There's still 1,000 questions that aren't being answered, and it's intentional. Remember, and the title of this is Drone Journalist. Journalist drones. They're drones. They're manipulated. The journalist, the press, the Pentagon press, the White House press, most recent decades, as I've witnessed because I've been here that long, is changed to now reporting on whatever the lobbyists or their advertise them want you to hear. That's it. You hear something in regards to the answer from the original question. So what's this going on here? And then they say something, you pay attention, and then there's something in there that doesn't really make sense. Or it just kind of just seems like you're just kicking the can down the road. Or maybe it's not the answer that you thought you would get, and you want to and then ask follow-up questions and some rebuttal questions and some challenging questions like a real fucking journalist, which doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist. You know, there are people, mainstream media just has an amazing hold on people. There are questions that are asked that are like, what? Like, here's an example. There's a person I know that might have a VCR, a video cassette recorder. And I'd like to get one because I have cassettes, VHS cassettes, that I'd like to change digitally into DVD or send them an email, whatever the case may be. But it's a VCR. And what is a VCR for? What is a VCR for? It's to record. This is fucking hilarious. And it's also troubling. They go, why do you need the VCR? What are you going to use it for? And I responded, I'm like, I got to fucking trigger these people. I'm going to build a nuclear bomb. That's what I fucking put. And it just started this conversation back and forth. I was just basically, and I showed the pictures of the tapes. I mean, I've got ultrasounds of my kids when they were babies. I've got lives of family and, all kinds of cool things that are in these small cassettes that can transfer to my VHS cassette, that I could put the VHS cassette in the recorder to digitally transfer it with the right adapter into a digital form and put it in the DVD. And I've asked other people, hey, you got a DVD, it's a VHS to DVD recorder, taper, player thing. And they got these, a lot of people are selling them for like $200 or $300. And I've spoken to a few people. I go, I can't, but not one of them. I've spoken to a few of them, and not one of them. It's like, fucking what? What? Oh my God. Yeah. These people that I'm dealing with are just, they're gone, man. There's nothing I can do. I mean, literally, they're going out the door. They didn't want to listen. Now it's name calling. It's just, it's just nuts. But here's the point in regards to what's going on with the military, the Pentagon, or whatever else. Nothing's happening. That's it. They're not doing anything. They're not checking it. Let's go listen to one of the questions. And I think it's like the first question, because obviously they're asking.
Take your questions. Go to AP. Tara.
Thanks, General Ryder. So back to the...
This chick gets all the questions. If you've ever watched the movie Deep Impact, they selected this girl, just like they watched the movie, Morgan Freeman was in it, and that fucking blonde-haired chick, I forgot her name. These other people, only 3 or 4 people get to ask questions, and everybody just fucking sits there, which should never be the case. And they're just sitting there, getting paid to do fucking nothing, recording shit, and they just put it in AI, and they create a story, and they're done.
The drones. Can you unequivocally say that none of the drones that are being spotted are DoD assets or something that's being tested within the Defense Department? Are all of these either civilian or otherwise, but just not Department of Defense drones?
You're talking about the drones in New Jersey up and down the... Yes, they are not DoD assets.
None of them are.
To my knowledge, none of them are.
To his
Okay.
knowledge.
And
See,
what about ones that are flying
wait.
over
What do you mean to your
at this
knowledge? Oh,
point?
that's what I'm talking
Have
about.
there been any...
That's what I'm talking about. So that's, you may not know, but is there anybody else that would know? That would be the better question. So they had to get that out of the way, but he left an open book, but she's not going to jump in. She's selected to ask the questions it's all fucking scripted. It's all scripted. So the follow-up question to that is, okay, not to your knowledge, but is there anybody else that might happen here? They go through this entire fucking thing. How long is this? How long is this? All right. Let's see what we got here.
Those were in the Badia Desert. What I'm tracking is it was 4 separate locations, and CENTCOM assesses that 12 ISIS members
another
were
question.
killed.
Wait.
Thank you. John.
Otherwise, but just not Department of Defense drones.
You're talking about the drones in New Jersey up and down.
It's like she's laughing
Yes, they
about
are not
this.
DoD.
Do you see her face?
Back to the drones.
Oh no, back to the drones. Back to the drones. Gosh darn it,
The
sorry.
ARC members signed non-disclosure agreements and discussed security procedures. The officials also showed the ARC members dedicated office spaces here in the Pentagon
Drones. Can
available and remain focused on ensuring a smooth, orderly, and professional transition. And with that, take your questions. Go to AP. Tara.
Thanks, General Ryder. So back to the drones.
Oh, bummer. Look at this chick on the right, up here to the right. She's smirking like it's funny. This is it. This is this administration. They don't give a fuck. Right?
So we don't see a connection at this point between it, but
shit.
Again, don't see a connection at this stage.
And then my second question.
I put 85,000. Let me fix that. 85. Okay, that point. There. There you go. Hopefully that'll work or be fixed in the going on, but they're not being specific on what they're going to do with it. To my knowledge, so who is that chick? This is Major General Ryder. Major General Ryder. Let's look him up real fast. Force. He's Air Force. Oh shit. There it is. Hour ago. Everybody's fucking watching it. It's everywhere now. 29 minutes, 50 minutes. This one was obviously chopped up. I think the entire one is 50 minutes. Yeah, it's just less than an hour. Yeah. 51:38, that's probably in the, I think it's about 49, 50 minutes. And here he is again. He hasn't really been on here in a long time. But there's really nothing here. Pat. Interesting. Yeah, it's baloney. There's something. This is what you have to think. Okay, and I don't want to get too deep into this shit, but around every day in the United States and the globe. But in the past month, there has been some sightings of more than just usual drones, and they appear to range, which is pretty good size. Police officers use that size of drones. The military does. The Air Force obviously does. The fucking Space Force or whatever force they got out there right now. But the question really is what have we attained from this information? Why are they still there? What's interesting is let's see if these things just go away after he spoke out there or whatever the case may be. But as I said, I want to know the longitude and latitude, the height, what they're there for. I want other drones that we have from our military in the background, in the fucking daylight or at night or whatever the case may be. I want to see what the fuck is going on. And I know a lot of other people want to see it too. But the questions you're going to get from these shitheads, right? From this fucking joke, from this right here.
Has the Pentagon determined who was responsible for the drone incursions over the bases?
For you to the UK MOD and US Air Forces in Europe. Janie.
Thank you, General. Two questions on South Korea and China. First question, on China's espionage.
You know, as you highlight, Turkey is a very valued NATO ally, and we continue. Pertains to population may or may not. We took, and of course, as it has always been, force protection.
This shit
remains,
gets fucking carte blanche here, man.
Back to the drones. Can being tested within the Defense Department? Are all of these either civilian or otherwise, but just not Department of Defense drones?
You're talking about the drones in New Jersey up in.
And are there any sort of experimental programs going on where maybe drones are being tested that?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay. Sort of information these drones are doing or anything like that?
Yeah, again, just to kind of put this into context, and I know that our colleagues at the White House, FAA, DHS, FBI have all made this point. So over 1 million drones registered in the United States, and on any given day, approximately 8,500 drones are.
Delta Force 2, this comment, I want to look at this comment because it just caught my eye. God dang it. Hang on. Sorry. This one right here, it says, there are at least 2 entirely different types of drones flying around now. And the exotic tech drones possesses the ability to fly at Mach 0.7 at altitudes of up to 39,000 feet. That's why they can outrun helicopters and most airplanes. Yeah. That's some good information. But see, he's not saying that. And I can look it up. I'm going to look at high-tech Mach 0.75 drones. Just for entertainment purposes, I'm going to look that up. Thank you, Delta Force 82. Probably graduated in 82. I don't know. 560 mile an hour drones. Drone speed. The speed is 560 miles per hour. Whoa. Weather solving speed in miles per second. Average speed calculation. No. Drone speeds. $4,500, 50 to 100. Yeah, I mentioned that. There's all kinds of drones. Let me see what we got here. We have a few different types of drones here. Yeah, there's the jet drones and there's all kinds of fucking drones. But the ones that can sit. Here's the world's fastest. Yeah, so they can move. There's no doubt. There's different types. I get it. UAV special specifications. How fast can a drone fly? Well, we just saw. Pretty fast. Some of them go faster than others. What's the Buford? So the question is, and sorry for the silence, but I am looking around to try to find, but there's lots of information here that definitely says, hey, Mr. Pentagon guy, you're not giving us a lot of information. Obviously, he doesn't want to. Ask him about special access PTO programs. Penn DARPA LMAPO. This guy knows a lot of shit. Let me see here. Special. Now this guy's got me. Special access PTO is a security protocol that protects national security by providing access to highly classified information with strict safeguards and restrictions. SAPs are used to ensure that only those who need to know have access to the information. Sensitive technology, there you go. I'm just going to let you guys read this real quick. I think it's important that you know. That is basically cruising speed of a 747 is Biden joyriding. He's not doing too well, but yeah, probably. Yeah, there are drones that go super fast and some that don't, but the like I said, the biggest question is, or the concern is, we're just not getting a lot of information. It's to be some type of covert DARPA program, like this guy is kind of stating here. What's he saying? 10 DARPA LP. You might even know what this is. So let's find out what this is when I put it in the Magic 8 Ball. 10 DARPA lamp. 10-year lunar articular capability steady. Did you? Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Transition novel optics technology, honeybee robotics. DARPA funding plan to build huge street light. Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. Space Surveillance Telescope Program. There could be some surveillance, something going on out there. There could be a lot. Ooh, DARPA 404 error. What the crap? I guess that's not the fucking DARPA website. No, it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. It's not bringing that up, though. Opportunities. Yeah, this is... I don't know if I want to be here. It's not that it matters. Academy, industry, small business. Work for us. Oh, yeah, okay. How much am I... That's where Snark should work. Work for DARPA. Right? DARPA newcomers. Out from these guys. Well, wait, who's this get the answer? Is another question.
Go. And how significant is that? Do you think that's going to change Russia's calculus at all in the war with Ukraine? And what?
Two largest militaries within their lines. Why not just team up? Is it just lack of trust? You just don't believe them, or you like to specifically work with the?
Tell you, Noah, is you're talking about the counter ISIS or the counter ISIS defeat ISIS strikes. Yes, those were communication as it. Sometimes when you focus on something, suddenly you notice more, and so they're very seriously. We'll continue to take appropriate action if and when it's deemed that any of these drones near U.S. Last question, Mike.
I know you're hoping for a drone question, so let me oblige you.
Okay.
You say
This is so funny. It's like a joke to them.
that there are these sightings.
This is so fucking...
Why do most of the sightings seem to be around New Jersey? I mean, it's the Garden State and all, but what is so special about New Jersey that it's getting most of the attention from this? I've never seen drone question. I know we are building on you're developing the military's ability to detect drones. Are you also working on their ability to defeat drones in the air?
Yeah,
Of
absolutely.
course. That's fucking... We already got that already. We have the technology to take out drones. We have these... It's kind of a sonar. I wonder if I have that here. Hang on. Let me go to... go to Montauk. Yeah. This is the current technology that we have.
Provide them with intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, as well as targeting and sometimes New School to train American armed forces in how to counter the emerging threat of drones, or what it calls the first academy of its kind. The Joint Counter Small Unmanned Aircraft Systems University, or JCU, will train about 1,000 troops a year.
Warfare is changing very fast. This threat right here, this current threat with respect to UAS, it's the pace of your phone changing.
This footage is from a Ukrainian drone attack carried out against Russian forces. And this video, commercially available drones, is transforming modern warfare. And this has not been lost on the Pentagon. Colonel Mosef Sauda is the director of the JCU.
The pace of the need is outgrowing capacity right now, so we're trying to fit that need.
Today, students at Fort Sill are training on weapon systems to counter small unmanned aircraft.
All right, so what we have in front of us here is what's known as the smart shooter. What the name implies is what it does. All right, so the smart shooter itself is a...
This is like a year and a half.
Provide them with intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, as well as targeting and sometimes strike capabilities.
Before the JCU was created, soldiers who trained on anti-drone weapon systems did so within their own branches.
They've been doing
Joint
this for
Counter
years.
UAS University, the intent here is to standardize and centralize the training so that we can all have interoperability as we work together and integrate the system successfully with respect to the threat.
Training typically lasts between 1 to 3 weeks. Students are selected by their commanders, but
all branches. We also train federal agencies.
So they're prepared for it. UAS, aerial systems, yeah. I would not expect any current drone countermeasures to be available. They keep saying. The thing that, again, is most concerning is how these journalists take this lightly. They're, oh, sorry, another fucking drone question. Sorry, bro. Don't mean to, make you work for your fucking money we pay you. But I have another question, and I'm sorry I have to ask it because the public demands it, and it sucks because I'd rather help out my lobbyist buddies that write my checks, but I gotta fucking take care of this shit too. That's what they are. The journalists are shit. You're getting more information from me than you're getting from a journalist. You might get a little insight, you might get a little conclusions, you might get a different perspective, but at least you can look it up. I'm going to take you to wherever you know. If you ever have any questions, just ask me and I'll try to find the information for you. But the problem here, right, that I'm seeing with all this crap, right, with these fucking drones, right, is there's bombs on them. You don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah. You don't know. And people are concerned, especially the larger drones that they're seeing. They don't want that to fucking happen in their backyard. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Right? We don't want to see anything happen to these people, and they have every right to be concerned. And the journalists are not going to get you your answers. Not in this administration. Not with these people. They haven't. The guy that was there doesn't give a shit. He basically just told you to F off. That's what he just did. That's exactly what just happened. They don't care. They don't fucking care. Right? But you will see drones like this though. Let's just end. This is this. You will see. I'm going to tell you right now. If I see drones that I can easily target 30-30 or some kind of bolt action rifle or whatever, right, and take down 2 or 3 or 4 of them that are coming out or whatever the case may be, I don't have a problem with that. But when you see this shit, imagine, and there was a movie that came out with, it'll come to me. Anyway, But you can watch this. Now imagine all these drones, not to get you startled, I'm just trying to say it could fucking happen, right? Just imagine all these drones right here that are starting to do their thing. Watch the synchronicity. Watch how perfect these things move around. I've sped it up just so you can see. I think we need to realize, yeah, they're pretty cool. I like watching them. I mean, that's a wonderful, cool show, man, for sure. Fireworks, I like fireworks, dude. I like shit that goes boom, But that's the problem. They could go boom, and we don't know that. So I'm a little concerned about these. I think the people, it's not going to fucking, and if they do, there's people out here that would not hesitate. They wouldn't fucking hesitate to take one down. I'm telling you right now. But it's just a little, just seems nefarious that there's just not enough. The questions aren't being asked right. Like I said, there's no rebuttals. There's secondary questions. Like when the guy said, to my knowledge. Well, then who knows? Can you put somebody here that knows what the fuck is going on? Are you monitoring it? It's been going on for about a month now. Yeah, it's just too many fucking unanswered questions. Listen, effective. Probably the biggest piece of hard-earned facts that you're going to get out of all this. You're not going to hear the facts. You're not going to be told the facts. You're not going to be presented the documented facts. You're not going to be given the video, the unedited. You're not going to be given anything until Trump gets in the office. That's it. So whatever we're trying to do or trying to area us, and it's to our detriment. That's what's happening right now with this current administration. And there's about 34 days left, so we're getting close, people. We're getting close. But as I've said, and I'm going to say this over and over again for the past couple of years, I've been saying this. Do whatever you can to protect Donald Trump. Do whatever you can to protect his cabinet. Do whatever you can to film. Honestly, I don't even think they care. I don't think they care if they were caught with the fucking gun in there. They're going to go to jail in the next couple of years, next year definitely. There was so many criminal activities that are going to be exposed, and trying to do this, I just think this is what they deserve. The party deserves to be dissolved. Period. And I think there should be another one, or at least two others. But me, I've always been an independent. Everybody should just be an independent. Vote the way you want. Period. I don't like the polarization of the sides. That's what George Washington wanted. Other than that, you're still not getting your answers. Nothing's being done. You're fucked. You're still under the Biden regime that is owned by the deep state, that is owned by the fucking global predator class. Period. The same people that want to kill 2/3 of the planet's population and hoard the rest for themselves because they don't need your money anymore. They had enough. They don't want to go anywhere else. They don't like Elon Musk traveling around. They don't want to go anywhere else. They want to stay in control of this ball here. You have to realize that. And once you start to realize that there are a group of people that are, and the people that are helping them are telling you, the pot calling the kettle black party, which is the Democratic Party. They've been telling you that it's Trump doing all the shit, when in fact they've been doing it. And I've got tons and tons of information to prove that. Well, if you know anybody that's got a VCO recorder, let me know, because I could really use one. I'd really, anybody, that would be awesome. Just let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. I might come on again later tonight, because this one's kind of early, but I had to show this guy that was on, the fucking Major General. For just to distract us. Anyway, thank you for being here. This is James with Monotonk. Aloha and maha.